We forgot our notes. He's running back in to get them. We're complete professionals here. Today we're going to talk about the 5 things that we have learned as RV beginners.
Some we've learned easy way, and some has been the hard way for sure. The first thing is backing into any camp spot will test any marriage for sure. Good. And this is with fun. We're just talking about, you know, we've noticed it with other couples when they get out. Good communication is something that needs to be established.
Yeah, I would recommend a backup camera and your cell phones or your walkie-talkies so all parties know what's going on at all time, if you can manage that.
And there's a good chance, even after with all that someone's going to tell you to go left and you should be going right.
That would be me. My sense of direction is terrible, I know.
It's okay. Sorry.
Number 2 of the things that we have learned, make sure you have enough space. Some of us are going to be tempted to go as small as we can because, you know, we're out there camping and we don't want to tow big, you know, rigs behind our vehicle, and we don't want the really expensive models, but that's not always necessarily the best plan to go small.
No, you got to think about too, things happen. Items break, slides may get stuck, you know, things like that come into play. And if you don't consider those to begin with, you can find yourself in a world of hurt, which we're in right now. We have a pretty small RV to begin with, and now with the slide, we just cut out 25% of our RV. And maybe, okay, it's all right for a weekend. And if that's what you want to do, that's great. But if you're going to do this full time, I think you definitely make sure you get something that accurately is going to fit all your needs. Take your time, you know, think about everything. And even then, when you try to do that, there's a chance you're going to forget about something.
Yeah, I have to say, when you're at the dealer and you're walking through floor plans, remember that's completely empty. So it feels big and it feels spacious, but you know, you really need to imagine exactly what you're going to have in there. Most places aren't going to let you bring your pets in to have them underfoot, but if you're lucky enough to have one that lets you bring whoever is going to be in that RV, all of you, walk through that. How would you live? How do you feel in that space when you're all together, whether it's just 2 of you or a family of 5 or 6?
Yeah, it's pretty funny sometimes when all 3 of us get in a little dance trying to get around each other. You got Thor underneath, just trying to get out of the way. Yeah. Number 3, weekday neighbors can be somewhat different than weekend neighbors. Sometimes you'll see 5 vehicles in one campsite on the weekend. Your weekday, it's not always the case, but your weekday neighbors, they're usually retired, you know, or they're off to work during the day, so it's really quiet and peaceful. Mm-hmm. Sunday night, we had some weekend neighbors launching fireworks, and it was no holiday or anything like that. We enjoyed the show, so it wasn't a big deal. But for some people, that could impact them, you know, as far as whether or not they're enjoying themselves or not.
Yeah, there's a big difference. You know, you're going to have more music and more activity on the weekends and during the weekdays. You know, it's going to be your full-timers. It's going to be people that are, some of them are still working, so they're at the campground, you know, at night to sleep, and they're off during the day for the work during the week. And then the weekend is when you have your families, the parties. So have a little patience on Friday through Sunday.
Yeah. So number 4, when you're picking a campsite, it might be good if you're gonna be, if there's no dump hookup directly at your campsite, maybe pick a location that's actually close to it. The reason being is because as you're gonna be there for a week, you don't always want to tow the RV over there to dump it. So they have these portable containers that you can buy and you dump in. Even though you got that prime time spot, there could be in a really long distance from your dump area as far as which you have to tow from your RV to your dump area. Our location right now, it's about a mile away. So that's just wear and tear on plastic wheels that are used for the dump container, you know, but our spot is perfect. You know, there's no one around.
Nobody.
Actually, we are the only ones out here.
Is it open? Has it been in this whole time?
It's not hard. It just looks like peeling skin on your nose.
It's still there?
I said it's gone.
No, it just... Thanks, babe.
And that's enough about, no one really wants to go in depth about poop. All right. Number 5, habits remain the same, but the processes are quite a bit different.
Yes. Okay, so just because you're going from a sticks and bricks into an RV does not automatically change your habits one bit. If you are someone who gets up late in the morning and you like to have a full cup of coffee before you do anything else, don't think, oh, well, when I get in this RV, I'm gonna be doing yoga in the morning instead. And it's no, Whatever you're doing in sticks and bricks, you're doing in the RV, but you may have to do it differently. And that kind of ties back to make sure you have a floor plan that will work for your particular habits.
Yeah, because even just making coffee, you know, wherever you keep your coffee maker, if it's out on the counter or not, but if you keep that coffee maker on the counter, you're losing a ton of real estate right there.
Sure are.
So, I mean, and then if you keep it in the cupboard, well, you got to pull everything out and all that. And it seems like this is just little stuff, but at the same time, this is for everything you do.
It adds up.
And it's not bad. It's just things you got to think about. What do you value? What do you want to do with your day?
Yeah, definitely.
Can you get a specific reason or something that you've noticed?
Okay, I'm not gonna stop trying to do my hair and stuff in the morning or put on makeup, but at this particular spot over here, like, there's no counter space, and I have to go back and forth from our bed that's broken into the bathroom for every little piece. And as a woman, you know, that's a pain in the butt to go back to go get the mascara, to go back to get the lipstick, to go back to get the hairbrush each time, because there is literally no counter space in there. So the habits of, well, I just won't wear any makeup, I'll never do my hair, well, that's not gonna change. So that's one instance. Also, cooking. We cook a lot in there, and this RV, the space just does not allow for us to have like several dishes going really at the same time in this particular one. So to think, oh, well, we'll just go down to one pot for everything, well, that's okay for a couple meals, and then you're like, okay, I'm ready for like a decent home cooked meal at this point.
Yeah. Which leads into, stay tuned for, we got some good upcoming changes that we're going to be showing.
Yeah,
but
exciting.
Yeah, other than that, that's our 5 things that we've learned. I'm sure that list is going to increase.
Of course.
To maybe 10, maybe even 100 by the time the year is over with. But that's part of the fun. What's something that wasn't covered that maybe you've learned RVing?
As a
Comment below,
beginner.
please.
Yeah.
All right, y'all take care.